Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, a special welcome. Dollar Tree is just brimming with all kinds of new items. I'm going to show you some of the best of those, and I'm also going to show you some really fun ways to use them. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to use a variety of these fun finds in wonderful ways, transforming them into charming decor for your home or thoughtful, imaginative gifts. My name is Lisa, and if you're new, a special welcome. For our first project, you'll just need one of the small candy jars from Dollar Tree, one of the candlesticks, some of their window clings, or some rub-on transfers. This is a sheet that I had from IOD. I'm also using an embellishment for the lid. You'll want to start by just removing the adhesive labels off of the little candy jar. Unlike some, these remove very easily. After I get the stickers off of both sides, I'm going to just remove the lid, and then we're going to decorate the jar. I'm going to use a combination of the Dollar Tree Valentine's themed window clings as well as some of the IOD rub-on transfers. Although these were technically part of a Christmas collection, I thought that some of them lent themselves to the theme of Valentine's Day. The little angel, for example, I thought would be so pretty. So I'm using an alcohol wipe just to wipe off the exterior of the plastic. And then once I dry it, you can see I'm doing it to both sides. And then I'll have a nice clean surface to attach the rub-on transfer. And doing that is so easy. I'm using the plastic stick that came with it, but you could use the edge of a credit card or popsicle stick or any other rigid item that will nicely cause the rub-on transfer to release from the carrier sheet. And it's important to cover all surfaces. And when you begin to lift the carrier sheet from the transfer, you want to ensure that it is completely transferred. So do it slowly. That gradual lifting will reveal any areas that may need some more rubbing. I start from the bottom and lift it very slowly, and then I approach the different sides and edges again very slowly, because if I see that anything has not released, it's easy to lay it back down and rub it some more. You can see it transferred perfectly. And now I'm flipping over that carrier sheet to the smooth side just to burnish it a little bit. And the charming transformation of this inexpensive little candy jar has already begun. The next thing I'm going to do is cover the lid using some scrapbook paper. I just cut out a circle that would fit the surface of the lid, and then I made a little slit to force that knob right up through it. We're going to cover that knob with something more decorative, and for that you could use a wide variety of items. I happen to have some of these pretty little embellishments from Totally Dazzled, so I'm going to choose one of the keys, but Dollar Tree has all kinds of things that you could use to embellish your lid. And that serves not only to provide a nice handle, but also covers up that unsightly little plastic knob. Hot glue on that little knob served to adhere my decorative embellishment to the top. And now I'm using some more hot glue on the top of this candlestick. I'm going around the rim, more toward the interior of the rim so that it won't ooze out. That will form a nice little pedestal base for our decorative jar. You could choose any candlestick from Dollar Tree that you like, even one that you choose to spray paint. But I went ahead with this black one, and I thought it coordinated nicely with the scrapbook paper that I had adhered to the top of the lid. Now I'm using another rub-on transfer to decorate the bottom of the pedestal base. It's a design that looks like a piece of wrapped candy, and since we're going with the Valentine theme, I thought the little piece of candy decorating the base would carry the theme through nicely. I also used some of the Dollar Tree Valentine window clings in the heart shape, and I just adhered them to the back of the plastic jar. They adhere without the need for any glue and can be easily removed if you choose to put something else decoratively there. So here I am just adhering that transfer using that same plastic stick, and then I'll go ahead and just remove that carrier sheet, and you see what a pretty little decorative detail that forms on the bottom of our pedestal base. Here are the window clings I chose for the back, just two pretty little hearts. I didn't want to put too much because it would detract when you looked through the jar, but I thought the hearts carried through that theme nicely. You could add more or less depending on your own style. And Dollar Tree does sell nice rub-on transfers, so you could also find some there. Now you see with the key adhered to the top, it really does form a beautiful candy dish. This is some extra hot glue that I allowed to dry, and now I'm just pulling it away from the rim there. Avoid that if you can. Less is more with hot glue. And here you see it now, decorating our kitchen counter. I filled ours with some little snack packages of trail mix, but you could put anything you want inside. It really is a lovely decorative item that costs just a very few dollars to create. Here's another super fun and easy, inexpensive DIY. All you need is a sheet of the Dollar Tree window clings, as well as one of the Dollar Tree glass vases. For $2.50, you can decorate this to create either a lovely vase for fresh flowers, faux flowers, or any other decorative embellishments you want to include, including fairy lights. I had a battery-powered candle, and I went ahead and inserted that and used it as a lovely night light for our bathroom sink. You could also use one of the Dollar Tree candlesticks to create a pedestal base. But this is just another fun, easy, and very cost-effective way to create another beautiful little decorative item for your home or to give as a lovely gift. It's sure to bring a smile to your face as it casts a lovely glow in the evening light, serving as a night light. And speaking of night lights, don't blink, because I'm going to show you a very quick and easy way to transform a Dollar Tree night light. Using one of the window clings from the sheet from Dollar Tree, I've chosen the envelope that's sealed with a heart, and I've just, as you see, adhered it to the front plastic panel of that night light. No glue is needed, and in the evening light, you can see another one I have done using a little snowman rub-on transfer. This is a fun way to take a Dollar Tree night light and turn it into a seasonal exclamation point glowing in the evening light. And now, another Dollar Tree item ready to be transformed. This is the round $1.25 mirror that Dollar Tree sells. I really like the shape and design of this one, and I'm going to decorate it using another IOD transfer. This is from that same sheet that I cut the little angel from, and I just thought that this spray of pretty pink and red roses was so evocative of the Valentine's Day theme. So I've cut it, and I'm just placing it against the front of the mirror. Using my fingers, I'm pressing it around the edges. It'll fit almost perfectly. The next thing I'm going to do is use the side of that stick and just rub the transfer on. It sticks very, very well to the mirrored face. As I speed up this video, you can just see how I'm going all the way around the edges and the entire transfer using some pressure and also the side of that stick just to ensure that all the edges and all of the design adheres. The next step is just to carefully pull back that carrier sheet, gradually checking to ensure that all parts of the design have transferred. It's really fun to peel back that clear plastic carrier sheet and reveal the vibrancy of the design against your surface. And you can see just how beautiful that looks. It's amazing to see just how easily you can take $1.25 items and elevate them to look So beautiful. I'm going to get a couple more of these mirrors and put two plain ones, one on either side of this decorative one. And I think that would be a lovely grouping of three, with the center focal point being this one that's been embellished. Speaking of embellishment, I'm going to use some of this gold rub and buff used on a pouncer brush to just burnish around the contours of the frame. That will just highlight that part of the design. There is a little bit of gold in some of the little berries and blossoms in the design, so I thought it would carry forth that theme as well as just to brighten up the whole design. With the rub and buff, I've learned that a little goes a long way. So I dispense just a small amount, and I'm using the pouncer brush, which I dip very gingerly and then wipe off some of the excess just to ensure that I'm layering the color. It's easier to add rather than to subtract. So it's beautiful, but again, you don't want to use too much. So here you see I'm just going around multiple times. I'm also going to add on this interior a beautiful fine beaded chain. I bought this on Amazon, and I'm using some clear Elmer's glue to adhere the gold chain that has the beautiful fine red stones all the way around the inner circumference of that circle. I'm just using a very fine line of the Elmer's glue, and I'm kind of tipping the frame so that if it does run, it runs under the frame rather than into the glass of the mirror. So just go around very carefully. Dollar Tree has all kinds of decorative beads and trim that you can also use. But if you'd like information about what I've actually used, I'll be happy to provide it. Just please do ask me in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you're enjoying this video, I would really appreciate a like or a thumbs up. So now you can see I'm just continuing to very carefully dispense that Elmer's glue right along that inner rim there, and then repositioning another section of the jewels so that the entire surround will be sparkly. And once I get that done, you'll see just how beautiful this is displayed on our entry hall table. It's really a beautiful splash of vibrant color and very sweet for the season. This next DIY is another of my favorites. To make an easy two-tiered tray, all you need are two of the heart-shaped dishes from Dollar Tree and one of their glass candlesticks. I tied some of their pretty ribbon around the neck. Then simply put some hot glue around the rim of the top of the candlestick. You can use other glue if you like, but for this little project, the hot glue works well. So you see I'm just putting a nice rim of the glue right around the top, and then I'm just going to flip it over and adhere it to that bottom dish. I'm doing it this way to allow for as much surface area as possible on the little heart-shaped bottom dish. It's actually pretty this way, and you could display something right in the top there. But I'm going to go ahead and add that second heart so that we have our tiered tray. And to do that, I'll just once again use the hot glue all the way around the rim as you see I'm doing, and then I'll attach our top dish. And there you have it. A sweet two-tiered, heart-inspired tray that you could have on your desk or a nightstand to hold small items. I think it's just so charming, and for $3.75, what a nice way to create a lovely accent or a thoughtful gift. Here's another fun, easy, inexpensive, but really charming DIY. I took one of these house-shaped blanks from Dollar Tree, covered it with some fabric, adhered one of the Dollar Tree felt hearts to the front, and now I'm using some of their beaded trim, and you can see the beads come in little rows with an adhesive strip, so it makes it very easy to embellish your projects. I'm going to use 2 rows of this just to add a pop of color and tie in with the pretty red heart. You'll notice I also put some sparkly trim on the roof line. This is one of the Dollar Tree $1.25 finds from their office supply section, and I'm going to use it on the back of the little house. That way we'll have function but also a pretty aesthetic. So I'm going to use the hot glue to just attach it to the back, and then those 3 little hooks will be suspended for keys or any other light items that you want to hang. So I'm just going to take a nice amount of hot glue and go all the way around that outer edge of the back side, and then we'll attach it to the back of that wooden house. It attaches easily, and you can of course decorate the little house in any way that suits your style and colors. And I just went ahead and did mine this way with the Valentine's theme. I still need to fashion a hook on the back so that I can hang it on the wall, but I just want to show you how easily you'll be able to then use it as a key holder, or you could hang any other light items from it. Here you see I'm just adding that second strip of adhesive red beads to give it a little bit more color. It's so much fun to see how you can take some simple items and elevate them in such charming and useful ways. You could also personalize this by adding some initials to the little heart, and wouldn't this be a sweet addition to a Valentine gift basket? Now I'm going to show you how to take 2 of the red candles from Dollar Tree and embellish them in a very fun way. I bought these little dried flowers from Amazon, and I'm going to adhere them to the candles using a piece of parchment paper carefully wrapped over the dried flowers. I'm using a little iron. Mine is from Cricut, and I'm just going over that to heat the wax. That will then cause the flowers to adhere to the candle. I recently learned this technique. It's quite popular, and it's easy to see why. This is really fun to do, and it's really delightful to see how you can take plain, inexpensive candles and create something that expresses your style and complements your decor for the season. Be careful when you do this not to hold the iron on there too long. You see I'm doing quick movements, and you can see through the parchment paper as the wax just begins to melt. You want to open it up, because I did make the mistake of holding it too long when I first attempted this, and the wax got a little bit melted on top of the flower. So I just learned it's better to keep it on a little less, continue to move the iron. You can always go back if it doesn't adhere the first time. You can add as many decorations as you wish. I'm using my candles purely decoratively. I don't plan to burn these. I typically only like to burn beeswax or soy-based candles, but they really do look beautiful as a decorative accent. Here you see I'm adding some rows of the Dollar Tree self-adhesive beaded trim, and I think that adds a really elegant embellishment at the base. So here they are. In under 5 minutes, I've made 2 beautiful candles that are going to really be a nice exclamation point on our dining table. My mom gave me this set of our family heirloom candle holders, so I love having them displayed. I don't usually burn those candles, but it is a pretty exclamation point on the table. And here's another look at the charming little tiered tray. $3.75. What a bargain to make such a charming decorative accent that's not only pretty but functional as well. I like the way the glitter inside moves around too. They're really fun, and again, this would make such a nice gift. You could stage it with some nice Valentine candy as well. On my upcoming video, in just a few days from now, I'm going to publish a project I think you'll really enjoy using this Dollar Tree frame and some of this form flex I've just discovered in its very clever way to create molds that are flexible. Those of you who follow my channel may remember that during the Christmas season, I used the same type of frame to create an embellished Christmas tree design using vintage jewels and totally dazzled embellishments. It was a fun project. If you'd like to take a look, it's on my channel. But now with the spring coming, I'm going to be using the frame in an entirely new way and incorporating some of the FormFlex compound. So if you haven't already subscribed, I invite you to consider doing so. It's fun, free, and festive, and I have lots more DIYs planned. I do publish new videos about once a week. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below and to hear which was your favorite project. Do take care, God bless, and thanks for stopping by. I look forward to hearing from you.